Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today is a part 2 of what I started last week on this series, which is creating an OC with kind of a storyline to leading to more OCs. So if you haven't seen last week's video, you should go check it out. I drew this character right here whose name is Sidney, and let's get into today's video. So to quickly recap, last episode, Sidney was looking for literally anybody because she's stuck in the middle of an island and she has no idea where she is, and she needs literally anybody to tell her where she is, how she can get back home, how she maybe ended up there, just the basic questions. And as you can see, I am drawing in this little box, and I'm drawing the same rocky textures that were in the background of last week's illustration. Because, spoiler alert, somebody is living in it. So this is what the cottage looks like, and now I'm just drawing the character who lives inside of the cottage, which this sweet older woman has lived here her whole life. She knows the area very well, literally the perfect person Sidney could have ran into. And also, she's really nice, so she genuinely wants to help Sidney and wants her to get home, but also she's kind of, getting up there in age, so she's not quite sure, where Sidney's talking about, when she says where she lives. So I put her in this, sweet little dress, and her hair's down, and now I'm drawing this older looking picture in the frame. So this picture is in the older lady's house, and it's just sitting up on the mantle, and I think it is her when she was a lot younger, and she's got this cool longer dress on with long sleeves and still that poofy sleeve on the shoulder. And then I decided to put it in a fancy looking frame, which I'm doing right now. And coming back to this drawing on day 2, as you can see, I had a bit more bushes in the back of the picture. And right now I am working on her pets. Yes, pets. She has multiple. I gave her some little chickens. I don't know. I feel like everybody in this series needs a pet, and I think that's a trend I'm willing to continue. And now I'm putting Rebecca, yes, Rebecca, that is her name. I'm putting Rebecca into her little comfy chair. So now I'm just drawing this scene that kind of played out in my head, which is okay, yes, she is a nice old woman named Rebecca, and she has a girl on her doorstep saying she doesn't know where she is. But what happens after that? Of course she invites her in. So in my head, she just kind of sits down her nice little floor chair and is so are you okay? And that's how I pictured that. Moving on to the final illustration, which is on watercolor paper. Good job, Ashley. I know last week I forgot to use it and it was a big deal. So this week I definitely remembered. Kind of ingrained in my brain. So this week's illustration is really cute. I think it turned out so well, so much better than last time. Definitely each illustration that we do in this series is gonna get better and better, so I can't wait to see how I do on part 3. So this illustration is basically what's going on during that final sketch that I made, that I just showed you guys, which was her sitting in the chair, kind of talking to Sidney, and you're kind of in the point of view of Sidney because you're just looking at Rebecca, the nice old woman who invited you in her home. And meanwhile, you're probably well, where's the cat? Speaking of which, last week's video, I let you guys choose the name of the cat, and I got so many great suggestions that I just decided to write them all down on pieces of paper and throw them in my little spooky mug, and then draw them and see which name I get. And I got Jasper. So Jasper is the name that the cat will have from now on. So the rest of the video I will be referring to the cat as Jasper. I even went back to his sketch and remembered to put his name on there so that we all knew. But anyways, getting back to the video, I was wondering, where was Jasper during all of this? Where was Jasper during the interrogation? And I decided he was right outside in the backyard, just observing the chickens that are yet to be named. And they were just having a good time outside while the whole interrogation scene with Sidney is going on. If you've made it this far in the video, chances are you like my content, so you should like, comment, share, and subscribe for weekly videos. And this is how the sketch turned out. Now I'm just taping it up with some washi tape because it needs a little bit of spice, it needs a little bit of color, and of course I'm going to use the Beauty Guru watercolors once again. Just a little bit of sap green. Oh, just a little bit more. Yep, okay. Very entertaining, I know. And now I'm just doing the foliage, which is just the green stuff basically, first, and then just like the last video, we're gonna move on to sky and then detail work. And now that all the watercolor is done, it still needs a few more details, so here I am just kind of giving more black to the Jasper and just adding some more detail work on this piece. And here's how the finished product turned out. I like how it looks like a picture that somebody took and then printed out. I put it in the sketchbook next to the other sketches I did in today's video, and that was it. But for this week, I think we should name the chickens because there's 2 of them and I don't have names for either one. So if you guys could comment down below what names you think we should name the chickens, let me know, and next week's video I will choose the names. Bye guys!